And good evening, folks. Welcome back to Undercover ET. Guys, of course, we've got an update from Marina Del Ray. Dr. Robert Shipe, he has been working tirelessly and it has been ramping up, guys. I did say, do not stop recording the skies. He felt like he was going to get less dragons for the no-fly zone. Definitely not. The LAPD apparently are ignoring the no-fly zone and they are there all the time. They have been there probably more often over the last 48 hours than they have ever. Okay, Doc's recorded it all. I've got about 6 or 7 videos to show you. Captures in every single one of them. Radio hits apparently have been going off like mad. In fact, let's just pull up some of the WhatsApps that I've been receiving from Doc over the last couple of days because I want to share the conversation with you guys. And that's what it's all about, guys, keeping you up to date. All right, so you can see here, guys, today is a no-fly zone. In fact, too many. Feel free to review them. Sent me a whole bunch here. And then he said here, Robert, this is turning out to be a funny joke. We've got the FAA air restriction where no one is allowed to fly, but now the LAPD is flying more than before and I am getting more dragon videos than I ever could dream of. I swear it's like I'm living in a matrix over here. And it continues, you know, I'll share all the videos with you guys, but look what the helicopter's actually doing, guys. Just circling around outside his marina. Not his marina, but the marina that he lives at, right? Incredible stuff. Check out Plane Finder, LAPD coming back now. The FAA and the LAPD do not have a clue. They are lost. Okay, going to record them now. The K-band just went off. More K-bands again, non-stop. Boy, Robert, you called in 100% correct with the FAA flight restrictions. There are so many dragons and K-bands today, I cannot keep up. I've been in my seat for 5 hours. I need to take my wife to lunch, take a shower, and start my day. This is out of control, brother. Folks, I just wanted to share that with you because when we're analysing and recording, it's hard work. And when it kicks off, boy, does it kick off. And for Doc right now, it's kicking off. So I all ask you, all eyes on Marina Del Ray. I have been saying it. This is disclosure year. If something's going to happen over that way, it's going to happen sooner rather than later. We do need to keep an eye on that. Well done, Doc. Here's some footage now that I'm going to show you. Just raw. I'm going to show you a couple of clips and then we're going to get into this bad boy. I'm going to explain it all in a minute, guys. But first, here's some clips from Doc.
Coming in low. It's unusual. It's a different format. Whoa, look at that. Nice. Tag him. Tag him. Come on. Look at that. Nice flying. Tag him. Got some. He's going to go out of frame in about 10 seconds. There it is. Over Marina Del Ray, including the police, so I'm not quite sure. I think I saw something on top. Fire, no military. We just got a K-band. I didn't. Come on. And they should tag him one more time. There is something right there. Dragon, dragon. What was it? There it is. There it is. There it is.
Okay, we're back on X, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. Like I said, it's just consistent, predictable. He knows what he's looking for. Those helicopters are there for a reason, and it's not because there's loads of crime going on in Marina Del Ray. Guys, you can Google search yourself what the crime rate's like. You can Google what's been happening over there with the FAA. It's all kicking off. We don't know why. But we have a question. We do have a question which news stations should be answering, or at least asking. What the hell are the LAPD flying around in that area for when there is a no-fly zone in place? I appreciate no-fly zone. The FAA's probably just been told to put that in place and they don't really know why. They said that it's for flight concerns or for security reasons or whatever it might be. But that's very vague, isn't it? Check the UAP out, guys. Something big is going on in Marina Del Ray. Keep up to date with the latest from over there. Honestly, it'll be worthwhile. All right, we are on X. Spacetracker.space. Breaking strange object UFOs over Santiago of Chile. Enhancement by Amar A. Right, guys, first of all, I'm going to look at the footage, but I want to just take you to these enhancements here because for someone that's been doing this a while, I don't know how they've managed to pull this image from that footage, first of all. It has way too much detail, okay? So this is going to be part educational, part looking out of interest, guys. Analysts need to be more careful for sure. I'll explain why, but look at these pictures. I mean, obviously this is CGI, right? But someone's trying to pass it off as real. Now, this is something I've been accused of doing, especially over my first year. But this is not the case, guys. This is not the case. Let me explain to you why all of this is bullshit and why this detail is nothing to do with this specific clip. All right, guys, so here's the clip. We've got a blinky in the sky. Great. I'm not seeing any red lights blinking off it, which tells me it's not likely any aircraft that we're aware of. There's no green, there's no blue. It's just blinking white around the whole craft, whatever it might be, okay? Cameraman says it's moving left to right, so it can't be a star. Just taking that with a pinch of salt, I don't know where this has come from, okay? But just looking at the clip raw, it looks like a blinky in the sky and there's something going on there. Now, I've analysed this clip and at not one point do I see streaks of lines that match up to that picture. Not at any point, okay? Now, there's a lot going on with the camera here, and as he moves the camera, you can see the light is being pulled. Yeah, look at that. It's being pulled. So, and this thing is moving continuously. So with that in mind, guys, a blinky light that's moving around and up in the night sky at a good distance away, you're never, ever going to get great detail on it. Ever. You're never, ever going to pick out exactly what it looks like because light will turn into all different shapes and sizes when you're moving the camera, and you're never going to be able to hold it totally still no matter how still you think you are. Okay, so as you can see, with every blink this thing is changing shape. Okay, now some would say, Rob, that really looks like a saucer up there. It does, and I have to agree with you. For those people that are saying that, it does look like a saucer up there, but you know what, it's not a white saucer. Okay, and that's where the CGI's gone. That's where I knew straight away that was a CGI enhancement, not a proper enhancement of this object. So, how do I know that it's a saucer but it's not white? Going through this clip, the only thing that's consistent is the nucleus within. Okay, the only thing that's consistent is the nucleus within. Just let that gather up some focus there. There you go. So you can see blinking on, off, on, off, on, off. And there's a little dark shape there in the middle. And the rest of it pretty much is changing shape. You can see it looks like an obvious saucer there, right? But then changes again, changes again, changes again. So here's where I'm at with this. There are moments. We just had a moment there, I believe. There are moments where the black nucleus, the saucer, is actually sticking out. You see there? It's actually sticking out of the white plasma. And I've noticed if you try and rub away the white plasma in certain frames, what you end up with is an actual saucer. There, boom, there you go. So that is more likely what's going on. There is a black object, resembles just a hockey puck or a dragon from this sort of distance, but it's likely a saucer a little bit larger than our normal dragons, and it's emitting the plasma around the craft. So all that light you're seeing around the craft isn't the physical craft itself. It's the plasma and the technology it's using to keep itself hidden. Okay, and go up into the sky high enough, and you turn on your plasma shields or whatever they've got. You're going to look like a star. To every single camera. Provided you don't move around like that, you're going to look like a star. And so that's likely why they do what they do. And also, there is moments like that where they can go completely hidden, completely invisible. But they're there. They're there. They're just choosing, for whatever reason in this moment, to power up, power down. I don't know what's going on with it. But that would be my take on this clip. If it's going to be a UAP, that would be my take. Have I got one that I want to enhance for you? Yeah, I'll do an enhancement for you. But like I say, I don't feel like it's that white. It's not the white piece of image you want to be looking for. That's probably more like it. But it's just not a lot of detail there. I'm trying to get the structure, the center structure, as best as I can. I mean, clearly it's something in the sky, right? There's something there for this to be happening. Doesn't really, like I say, I can't confirm who took it, what kind of movement. There you go. I can't confirm who took it or what kind of movement really happened. And that's why I asked you guys to send the evidence in, because if you consistently send it in, your credibility goes up. But do I think this is a sighting? Potentially. Yeah, it looks good. Are the enhancements that they've posted with the sighting any good? No, they're not. So yeah, this for me, it's a black saucer or a black craft emitting white plasma, and let's do an enhancement. All right, so here's an enhancement of the light against the black, which is essentially all it is on the camera shot. But you can see here the nucleus, and again, this might be a top hat that's just poking out of the plasma, because you can see a dark grainy bit here. And actually, if you was to remove this white, I could imagine this sort of being this sort of shape. And that's kind of how you have to picture it. Yeah. I'm not saying it's 100%, but I feel like it's more likely a saucer using the plasma white jets to cloak itself than it is a white craft. And that's where we need to be really, really careful about what we're looking at and how we analyse stuff as well, guys. And it goes for captures close up. If you're really unsure, check Dr. Shipe's channel. Check the captures I get on my hotspot. These things move incredibly fast at times. Incredibly fast. And like, bugs and birds will always look fast on a lens, right? But if you try and match them up to the speed that we're showing you, you will see a difference. You do have to slow it down to see the difference in ticks, each frame. But it's a clear difference when you get a UAP. It really is a clear difference. Don't get me wrong, they don't always move fast. Sometimes they go slowly. It takes a lot of research before you can be sure everything that you're seeing is a dragon. I'm fairly confident 99% of what Robert is actually showing on his channel are dragons, and he waits for the helicopters, he gets the radio hits so that he's sure. Just the irony is anything small and black moving through the sky will look very similar on camera, so you have to see the speed. Okay, you have to test the speed. Remember guys, we're filming from the ground up, so you have to imagine what something up there will look like from the ground depending on the distance of it. But I can stick a saucer next to this one, you can get a fair comparison. Try and remove that plasma from your mind, and what are you left with? Potential saucer, guys. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments, and guys, we're going to leave it there. Thank you so much for your time. Keep up to date with all the latest on UAP disclosure, our findings, our research by hitting the subscribe button. It's free to do. Click more as well for all of my social links, my Patreon, the Facebook group, email address. If you want to get in touch with me, send some evidence, get a hoodie, whatever it is, guys, get in contact with me. Support the channel, support disclosure. Thank you so much for your time. Take care, all the best, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye for now.